Hi there, it's Kimberly Jones. Listen, I want to tell you about this whole idea of Confront and Conquer and what sparked it. Many of you, and maybe not all of you, have heard about my book called Kingdom Storm Chasers. Well, Kingdom Storm Chasers was created from the backdrop of an experience that I had not too long ago as I found myself stuck in a car in the midst of a terrible storm in Washington, D.C. You know, I always say that God doesn't waste any of our experiences. And so as I found myself stuck in that car, not to mention that I was in a place in D.C. that had historical value to me as a student at Howard University, but I stood there in the midst of that storm in a place that was very familiar, that I hadn't visited in years, and I watched God perform internal surgery on me. Yeah, right there in that place, in that space, God began to take me back to those years of being a teenager, leaving home, going to college, and having to make some decisions about my life that I really wasn't prepared for and absolutely I wasn't mature enough for. And so there are a lot of things that I dealt with, and during those years of my life, there were very formative years of my young adulthood that, man, I really messed up. And I thought I dealt with those things and gotten over those things. But in the midst of it, what I found is that there was still some residue that was there. There were some things that were left undone that I really needed to take care of. And God gave me an opportunity in that moment, in that time, to take care of those things and to get free. And so I want to really share that process, and that's what I do through my Confront and Conquer program. Is I share that process with those of you out there who might find yourselves in that same place. You know, wondering why it's very hard, very difficult for you to get ahead. Why it seems like you always get just so far and then you're snatched back. Maybe it's because there's some things in your life that you haven't dealt with yet. And God is saying, you know, I'm ready to help you get over those things, get through those things so that you can make the progress that I've intended for you to make in your life and impact the world in a powerful way like you've been called to. So listen, we've managed to take that story, put it into a book, and also now we have a program called Confront and Conquer that allows me to walk with you as you confront some things in your life and use practical application to not only get free, but to stay free. I want you to join me for the Confront and Conquer program. You're going to be transformed. You're going to be put in a whole new place in your life that allows you to be the individual that God has called you to be and do the things that God has called you to do. Listen, it's time for you to confront and conquer. Let me join you in doing so. It's going to be a great time, and I'll see you there.